now request our Director General, Dr. G. Narendra Kumar, to please address the participants. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. And once again, a warm welcome to this very important event, the Training Needs Analysis Workshop, which will set the course for capacity building for the, as Dr. Kesara was mentioning, for 126 training programs that will be conducted for training the block level officers to deliver very effectively on the aspirational blocks program, which, as you've heard from Rohit, is very important, significant in the scheme of things for every one of us down the line, from the Prime Minister to the District Magistrate up to the block level. So there is alignment in the importance of this work, and therefore this work needs to be taken up on priority, and we have to deliver the results. So we are here gathered to take this very significant, important work forward. As Rohit was mentioning, everyone who's present here has been very carefully been identified. For those who are doing well in the states, those who are doing well in the blocks, they've been brought here to guide others to move forward with the aspirational blocks program with achieving results in the indicators. जैसे रोहित जी बता रहे थे, एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक्स का नया नाम प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिया है बैकवर्ड ब्लॉक्स के लिए। तो एक बहुत ही उत्कृष्ट स्ट्रैटेजी, डेवलपमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी ये है कि जो पिछड़े हुए ब्लॉक है, पिछड़े हुए क्षेत्र है, उनको हम लोग आगे बढ़ा सके। मतलब कोई भी समुदाय में जो पिछड़ा हुआ व्यक्ति है उसको आगे लाए, उसको सुदृढ़ करे, सारे समुदाय उसमें सुदृढ़ हो जाता है। उसी तरह से देश में जो ब्लॉक पिछड़े हुए हैं उनको आगे लाए, समानता उनमें लाए और उनको आगे बढ़ाए, देश भी आगे बढ़ता है। तो इसी स्ट्रैटेजी से एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक्स को चलाया जा रहा है। When those which are lagging behind, blocks which are lagging behind, they catch up and they move forward, the country as a whole moves forward much faster. The growth of the country, the development of the country happens much faster. That's the basic approach. तो इसमें एक जो माननीय सर्वमान्य चीज़ है जो आप सारे लोगों को विदित है, दिस इज एन इंडिकेटर बेस्ड प्रोग्राम, वेरी फोकस्ड. देयर आर 40 indicators among these sectors. We focus on achievement of results on these indicators. Are we moving forward on this indicator or not is the key aspect. Whether there can be other indicators, there can be better indicators, there can be, that debate can go on and on and on forever. We are not focusing on these. These are 40 identified indicators. We have to achieve results in these 40 indicators. जैसे हम लोग चर्चा कर रहे थे कि इंस्टीट्यूशनल डिलीवरी इसका अचीवमेंट आसान है, तो अभी काफ़ी हद तक इसका इम्प्रूवमेंट हो गया है. थोड़ा बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट करने से विल बी एबल टू रीच 100% इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ब्लॉक्स. Similarly, FPOs, except in 7 blocks, we've achieved 100 almost saturation in almost all blocks. ये 7 blocks पे focus करें, we would have FPOs created in all the blocks, 500 aspirational blocks. ये बात अलग है कि क्या FPOs अच्छे चल रहे हैं, that is the next generation of work which Rohit was pointing to say FPOs बनाने हैं, बना दिए हैं. कि FPOs सुचारू रूप से चल रहे हैं, क्या उनमें सुधार लाना है, कि उनको किस तरह से सुदृढ़ बनाया जा सकता है. That is the next generation of work. But as I was mentioning, the key aspect in our work is, this is an indicator, are we achieving result on that indicator or not. Once we achieve those results, we move on to next elements of work. First achieve something, then go to the next step of work, rather than trying to plan everything stepwise. Incremental approach to development is the key focus, so that we should be aware of. So basically एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक्स प्रोग्राम में जो अप्रोच लिया गया है, 3 C's जो रोहित बात कर रहे थे, सो दैट इज देयर. बट इन प्रैक्टिकल टर्म्स, एज वी हैव डिजाइंड आवर कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग एफर्ट्स एंड एज आई अंडरस्टैंड इज द फिलॉसफी बिहाइंड द प्रोग्राम इज, इसका एक फिलॉसफी है कैचअप, कि जो ब्लॉक्स पिछड़े हुए हैं उनको पहले कदम पे दूसरे जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट के जो ब्लॉक्स हैं उनके स्तर पे लाना है. फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू ब्रिंग देम ऑन पार विद अदर ब्लॉक्स इन द डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, कैचअप. तो हाउ डू वी डू दिस? By understanding what are the challenges that these blocks are facing. Do they not have resources? Do they not have proper human resources? Do they not have properly motivated staff? किन कारणों से वहाँ पे अचीवमेंट नहीं हो पा रहा है? उस अचीवमेंट के दिक्कतों को पहले समझे, चैलेंजेस को समझे, and look for solutions to those problems, identifying challenges and solutions to those challenges. And that's how this workshop TNA is also organized, and this is what we have tried to impart in our earlier generation of training programs. What are the practical challenges? How do you overcome those challenges? So for that we have given a bucket list of challenges in the earlier modules, earlier training material, and what can be potential solutions to the challenges. Not to say that these are the only challenges or these are the only solutions. There can be better solutions, but at least they are readily identified challenges. On the field, a block level officer faces a particular problem, then he has a ready solution to say, okay, this can be a solution that instead of struggling, asking 10 people, this is a validated solution, I can plug and play with it and move forward. So challenges and solutions to those challenges is key. So that now with all the experience that we have for the past 1.5 years of ABP implementation, I think we should be stronger and identifying these challenges and moving forward. Second practice that we had identified earlier also in the earlier generation of training program is, the first step is to have the blocks catch up with other blocks in the district. Second step is to move these blocks on the indicators, move beyond the state averages. So how do they move beyond the state averages? By identifying best practices in their state, anywhere in the country, and incorporating those best practices into their work, so that they move beyond the best or catch up with the best, not only in the district but anywhere in the country. So those are the two steps: identifying challenges, finding solutions to the challenges, and moving implementation to best practice level. So that's how this workshop is also organized. We request you to focus on this. Other approaches that we have identified, we have adopted earlier generation of our training programs, same we are adopting here. Basically, we are not training people in a classroom setting. We are basically talking to practitioners, those who are working on the field. So identifying, recognizing this, we have a lot of discussion based training. It's not just that, look, we have given a bucket list of solutions. It doesn't mean that these are the only solutions or those are the only challenges. We should encourage people to come up with newer challenges, find better solutions than what have been identified. So discussion based trainings is going to happen in the second phase of the ABP, as we had done in the earlier generation also. Other thing that we have done in the previous generation of previous training efforts were identifying small case lists, situations, scenarios. Supposing somebody is taking up agriculture development, but there is a lot of water intensive crops being taken up. So one aspect is to conserve water through groundwater harvesting, etc. Another is to see that water is effectively utilized. No matter how much water you conserve, if you keep on growing water guzzling crops, the water will just vanish. So how do we therefore develop that synchronously? That's the challenge, to be able to effectively use the water. That's the challenge. Like that, small caselets are designed, put into each module, which the groups can discuss in the training groups to say that, look, if this is a challenge situation, how can we think of overcoming that challenge? So like that, with small caselets are built in, and again longer cases to say that, look, entire aspirational block strategy, how do we strengthen it, how do we implement it? So longer cases are also designed. So 3 training methodologies were used, mainly discussion based. Small caselets are introduced in the training material, and longer cases, such as to say that how do you develop an aspirational block strategy based on which you will be able to improve your block on these 2 elements: facing the challenges, moving beyond best practices. So unfortunately, last time what we have encountered is block development strategies were there, but we did not get enough time to develop good block development strategies. So this time we are trying to correct this, and Rohit was generous enough to give us 3 days to organize the training programs, with this in end that we want to ask every block officer to come up with an action plan on how they are going to saturate on each indicator or move forward on indicator. So certain indicators are slightly difficult to achieve, but we see that everyone works on this to see how we can achieve saturation, sampurnata, on each indicator. For that, an action plan each block officer will make during the training program. And again, there is going to be a 3-stage consultation. There is going to be sharing of that action plan which a block officer made. Supposing I have made one block officer, and Rohit is also assuming he's a block officer, which is not, he's a much senior officer, but we share with each other. Rohit reviews my annual plan, my plan, and he and I review his plan. Like that, we review each other's plan, and that will again be discussed in a group, small group of 5 or 10 people. So they will again learn from each other. Peer learning takes place very substantially. Then whole lot of these best practices, challenges again are shared with the entire training group. So again people come out with best practices, challenges. So entire group through peer learning, they substantially strengthen. They go back with reinforced practices, reinforced understanding on how they can face challenges and overcome them easily instead of struggling to find solutions for the challenges. That's the approach that we're taking. So as Rohit mentioned, so one of the key approaches in moving towards saturation is to identify what is called as a low hanging fruit principle. To say, Joe, whatever is easy, there are difficult things to achieve, there are easy things to achieve. Human psychology, human mentality, what we can easily achieve, let's achieve. Let's pick that low hanging fruit. So that must be the approach. So that's what we're suggesting to Rohit. Certain indicators we have already made very substantial progress. So pick those low hanging fruits and move forward so everyone saturates in that. We go to the next generation of the aspirational blocks program, new indicators, new challenges we take up, and we achieve results on those. That's the basic approach, that we move to one level, move to the next level subsequently. So we need to focus on, some states are lagging behind on, not on all fronts. I mean, if you look at the picture which would have made the presentation, every state is doing well on one front or the other. But in certain sectors, some states are not doing well, some states are doing well. So for instance, even a very advanced states like Kerala in certain aspects like health, surprisingly they are lagging behind. How do we help them improve? So like that, we work with the states, understand which sectors each state is not doing well, and within each state which block is not doing well, and within a block which particular sector and which particular indicator they are not doing well. That will be the ultimate focus, to say when they make a block level plan, which indicators they are lagging behind. Certain indicators they are doing well, that's fine. Where they are lagging behind, which indicator that particular block is lagging behind, how do they improve? That is the specific level to which we want to go and submit those block plans to the NITI Aayog through the collectors. We are not saying that, look, that will be the last word, whatever the BDO has made, block level officer has made, he has take it to his collector. After getting it validated by the collector, it will be submitted to the.
Interrupting you, sir. Can you please share 5-6 best block
Yeah.
to us also?
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll share all of them, but best of that we'll pick and share with you. So that's the basic approach, that we want to see that everyone prepares an action plan, focusing on indicators which they are lagging behind in the ultimate training, 126 trainings. And for this, the foundation is here, to identify what are the training needs for the block level officers, how do we help them better prepare their better action plans, on which they will be monitored, to say are they able to make substantial progress. It's not just a monitoring and building a stick, but helping them out to say, if this is a challenge, this is a problem, how do you overcome the problem? If you are having overcome the problem, how do you go to the next level? That's how we want to enable and people to move forward, not just wielding a stick and monitoring to say why are you not achieving, but helping people to actually move forward, enjoying the journey of progress, enjoying the journey of development, bringing about satisfactory, significant improvement in their work sphere, through that contributing to national welfare, national development. And also I think everyone who does this derives a lot of satisfaction that I've been able to achieve this. In my block, I've been able to saturate things, I've been able to have 100% institutional deliveries, I've been able to get all FPOs started, I've been able to see that toilets are provided in all Anganwadis. These are easy things which we can achieve. That we can think of. Have been able to substantially remove most of the malnourished children from the MAM category. We have moved significantly to the severely malnourished category. Like that, significant achievements can be made, which will bring about national development as a whole, but also give individual satisfaction to the person that during my time I have been able to achieve this. So that's the satisfaction that we want all BDOs to go away in a systematic, well planned manner, that so that the results are achieved. I think that's the focus, and we look to your contributions, and as Rohit was mentioning, the contributions are very important. This is the first step we are taking towards the next generation of capacity building, and we look to all of you to contribute to this very important and momentous task. Thank you so much.